Hello, now I will show you the latest Mini 0806 camera, which is this. Another recent model is 0805, which is almost the same as this camera, and the previously model of Mini was the 0803 camera. This is the older model 0803, and now I will compare it a little with 0805, just to show you that are not very big differences from outside regarding the camera. Are some differences regarding the lens. 08 and 03 lens are a little different, and inside the cameras, the 03 is with A7LA50D chipset, and 0805 with A7LA50 without that D in the end. Also, the sensor is OmniVision OV4869 sensor, and the previous 0803 is with AR0330. From the start, I will show you the differences between the 0503. You can see this ultra wide image, and the old 0803 had the normal image, the 1080p. Look, here is a full image. Here is an ultra wide. It is 2560 by 1080. Also, I want to show you the mount, which is a little different between 0805 and 0803. This is the old mount 0803, and this is the new mount 0805, which is more stable because this longer rail slide. And now that's enough about 0805 and 0803, because now I will tell you much things about the newest model 0806, which is a private model. For this pre-production sample, I have this mount, which have 4 pins for GPS connection and charger connection. Inside this mount can be with GPS antenna or without GPS antenna. But I want to tell you, because the 0806 is rotating very much, about 160 degrees. I will show you how much it can be rotated. Yes. The 0805 and 0803 can be rotated only 90 degrees, and because the camera 0806 can be rotated so much, you can see with only one move we are detaching the camera from the windshield, and also we are removing the connection, the GPS connection and the power connection. And now I will show you, if I will put the camera in this position, let's suppose here is the windshield, I can rotate the camera for the correct image. But if I want to mount the camera in this position, also I can rotate the camera until I have the correct image for recording the video. So this is a plus between 0806 and 0805. And because this camera it is rotating so much, the new mount will have the micro USB connector on top or bottom. If we have here the micro USB on this side, the micro USB connector for charging will be inserted here. But if we will move the camera on the other side, we will have here another micro USB connector. Now I will tell you more differences between 0806 and 0805. As you can see already, we have more vent holes which are cooling better the camera. The previous model 0803 had some problems with the cooling. Also in 0805 we can see radiator. Also in 0806 here are the microphone holes, a lot of holes here and here, and then I expect the camera to not have any heating problems. From the start we can see that we have two micro SD card slots. This is the card B and here is the card A. The 0805 have only one. Another difference is the HDMI out, which is available on 0806, but we don't have also the AV out available on 0806, but from the micro USB connector it's possible to make a cable to obtain here also the video out by a custom micro USB cable. Here we have three LEDs. This is for GPS connection, or maybe from the camera menu you can choose the mute function for this, for example, the mute. The middle is for camera recording and the top is for battery. Another interesting thing about the 0806 is that around the lens we have a magnetic ring, which will help us if we want a CPL lens. Is staying very well, this magnetic ring. Of course on 0805 we don't have any magnetic. So for the people which want to record with some CPL lens, you can use this magnetic option. This is about the case. Now about the sensor. Both 0805 and 0806 are using the same OmniVision OV4689 sensor, but the 0806 is using a little different lens. I hope you can see here the 0806 is a little reddish, and I can tell you in the night mode, in low light conditions, we have a better image quality for 0806. You'll see later. Another things I want to tell you is about the wide angle of the lens. The 0806 is about 135 degrees. The 0805 is 120 and 06 is 135. When we will start the camera, we will see here it is starting in ultra wide mode. The ultra wide mode is 2560 by 1080p at 30 frames per second. This is a video mode which I like very much. We have 2560 by horizontal resolutions. Because the display is on, I want to show you that the 0806 display is brighter. Look, is brighter than 0805. The camera menu is a little different for 0806. Maybe we can have a little more options, and I will tell you these options now. Before entering in menu mode, I will show you how quickly the camera is starting recording. I was inserting the micro USB cable, and now the camera is already recording. I will stop the recording. And enter in camera menu. The video resolution is the one which is default, 2560 by 1080p at 30 frames per second. And now we'll go down to 720p 30 frames, 720p 60 frames, 1080p 30 frames per second, the HDR option, which is available only for this resolution, so 1080p at 30 frames. Now 1080p 30 frames without HDR, and the new resolution compared to all the 0803 is the 45 frames per second for 1080p. Now the Super HD, which is 2304 by 1296, this resolution is available also for 0803 or 0805, and this new ultra wide 30 frames per second, but for 2560 by 1080p. This is the 21:9 aspect ratio. I will let the camera in this mode. The video quality is super fine, about 21 megabytes per second, fine about 18 megabytes per second, and normal about 15 megabytes per second. Take care that super fine resolution will create very large video files. Now the photo resolution, photo quality, auto exposure metering, compensation, white balance, the flicker or the frequency, because the camera can be mounted upside down. Here is the sensor flip, can be off, on or auto. If I will put the on, you see the camera is rotated. And now I need to rotate the camera to see the correct image of the menu. I will go back with the sensor flip and rotate the camera back. This option is only for 0806, is not in 0805. The usually loop recording, which already we know, 5 minutes of 1 or 3 minutes. Here is the lane departed warning system detection. Is not very good because this Ambarella chipset is not better than our eyes. The motion detection is available, not very good as the Korean dashcams, but you can use. Here we have an option which is parking guard, and this option is available after you will stop the car and leaving the car. The camera is almost turned off, and if somebody is shocking the car by or moving it, the parking guard will turn on the camera and recording will start. This is a new experimental feature. I didn't test it so much, but for this moment it is working. It's starting the recording. The green indicator will tell us what we want. Maybe we want the microphone status to be muted or not, or the GPS status. I will let it on GPS status. The G sensor sensitivity up to 4.5 Gs. This is for creating locked files. I am using the 4.5 Gs because I don't want to have too many locked files. Another option is the power of delay, the screen of delay, the GPS stamp to be on or off, the speed stamp to be on or off. Maybe in future firmware updates, the speed stamp to be combined with speed format to be miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Here is the driver number stamp. The driver number, date format can be in 3 modes, depending on country. This feature is available on 06, not on 05. The time type, 20 hours or 12 hours. Also available only on 06. Image stamping, here is about date and time. Yes. the GPS connection, the speed unit, which can be kilometers per hour or miles per hour, the card A or card B. I am using the card B. You can use two cards, A or B. When one card is full, you can use the other card. We can format the card. This is a firmware which have this option, but maybe another options will be available in the future when you will buy this camera. I will go in the car and I will show you the camera mounted on my windshield, and later some video comparisons between 0805 and 0806. The camera is coming with the micro USB car cigarette charger, the micro USB data cable. Hello, on the left we have the 0805 and on the right side we have the 0806 dashcam. Now I will start both at the same time to see how quickly is starting the recording. Because they have some chipset, they should start at the same time. We will go on the street to record some. Here is the comparison between 0805 and 0806. As you can see, the lens of 06 is wider than lens of 05, and also the 06 image is brighter. You can see during low light conditions better with 0806. Now we will try to see the car number plate. And now again on low light conditions without street city lights,